Alrighty, guys. Now the season of hope has clearly stalled out. Now I know people are saying, "Well, Reed, you looked good against Georgia. You almost won that game. It was a good game for Kentucky. They showed what they could possibly be." And I'm going to be honest with you guys out there. Let's just be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. At no point in that game, even though we almost won, did I think Kentucky was going to win. And there is the biggest problem we have with Kentucky football. Now, I know the fans were there. They were cheering. They were delusional for a few moments because they were caught up in the atmosphere. But somebody who's watched Kentucky football since 1990, maybe before that, I know all about this. You know what I'm saying? Georgia, sure, Georgia. And let's be honest, Kentucky's nowhere on Georgia's level. Georgia just figured they could just show up and beat Kentucky, and they did. They almost got beat, but they were not going to lose that game. I knew when Kentucky didn't go for it on that fourth down, they punted the football away. I knew they wouldn't get it back again, or if they did get it back, they wouldn't be able to do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? So I knew when they punted it right there. I was thinking to myself, just go for it on fourth down. You have 88 yards passing. You have nothing to lose. Worst thing can happen is you get beat by Georgia. Let's be realistic. That's the worst thing that happen. You're going to get beat. You're going to get beat either way pretty much. So I was thinking, just go ahead and go for it. Because you have nothing to lose, and Georgia has everything to lose. So we had everything to gain by going for it. We didn't go for it. And we saw what happened with Kentucky yet again. They should have just played it right there, and instead of teasing us, because we was going to lose that game no matter what. Even if we probably converted that on fourth down, we probably would have thrown an interception or got beat. Or we probably would have scored, made a miracle play, then Georgia would have come back and beat us. Let's just be honest. At no point in that game did I believe we was going to win. And that's what's sad. That's what's sad. Because I see what this team is already in the season. Now, is the hope over? It's close to being over. But there is a silver lining. We got Ohio next game. Then we play at Ole Miss, number 5 Ole Miss now. Vanderbilt, Florida, Auburn, Tennessee, Murray State. We play Texas. Hopefully they got Arch Manning playing. To me, that's the best thing in the SEC right now is watching him play. Hopefully he takes over the job for Hughes, whatever his name is. But if we win out, people, which ain't going to happen, but if Kentucky can win out, they're going to be right there. So until Kentucky, until the Ole Miss game, we still have hope. If we beat Ole Miss, we have hope. We have to beat Ohio first, of course. But the hope is there. It's very slim, though. It's very slim. But if Kentucky wins out and beats all these ranked teams, that's why there still is hope. Even though it's very small indeed, there still is a little bit of hope. It's just not a lot to really catch your eye. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to believe. I don't believe it, Are we going to win out? Hell no. No. Well, there's always a small chance. Let's look at it. Beat Ohio, okay? Then we play Ole Miss at Ole Miss. We win that game. The hope's still there. We lose the Ole Miss game, even if we beat Ohio. The season's pretty much over. Because there's no way we're going to beat Florida at Florida. We're going to have to go to Tennessee and beat Tennessee, who's number 6 now. Then Texas is number 1 now. Who knows what they'll be back then. Now, Louisville's not an easy game. They're ranked 19 right now. So, the season of hope, I'm let down by Vandergrift. 88 yards. Absolute disgrace. And I don't blame Vandergrift. I'm blaming the coaching. There's no way every quarterback we get can be this bad. It's just no way. The coaching or whatever the offensive coach is doing, whatever they're trying to do, I don't know. But this running the football, it's going to work against teams like Eastern Kentucky. It's going to work like teams like that. You can run the football all day on teams like that. You're not going to do it against Georgia. You're not going to do it against Ole Miss. You're not going to do it against Texas. You're not going to do it against Tennessee. You're not going to do it probably against Florida. So there you have it. And that's the truth. Again, people were saying, man, that was a good game, Reed. You almost won it. Almost. That's the story of Kentucky football. Almost. Almost. Man, we almost won that game. How about that? Man, I almost scored 60 points. I scored 59. You didn't do it. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Especially with Kentucky football, because it's been so bad for so long. I know people like we had those big bowl games and stuff in the past and all that. And again, I've said it before and I'll say it again, people. Go as it should be in any sport, football, basketball, whatever sport it is, softball, volleyball. The goal is to win it all. I'm sorry. I'm not a participation trophy kind of guy. If you're in a competitive sport with a group of people, your goal is not to finish in the middle of the pack or whatever. Your goal is to finish first. I'm sorry. And all I'm asking for from Kentucky, really, to me, to make the season a success would be to make this playoff one year. It don't really matter about winning it. You know, maybe we can one day in another lifetime, you know. But I would like Kentucky, like I said, make the playoffs. That way you're going to be talked about. You're going to be deemed one of the top schools. Oh, look at Kentucky. They were in the playoffs last year. Maybe my son should take a look at that program because they know what they're doing. They've been in the playoffs. Look at this. They've been in the playoffs 2 years in a row. We should go check that team out. And that's what Kentucky... Who in their right mind would go to Kentucky? Let's be honest. Arch Manning's not coming to Kentucky. Football. Let's be honest. Why would they do that? There's no tradition. There's no greatness. We have to build that. We can't do that because the coaching just can't get it done. We have no tradition in football. Nothing. When you think of SEC football, what do you think of? You think of Alabama. You think of even Auburn, Florida, Tennessee, Texas now. Do you think of Kentucky? No, it's not basketball season. It's football. So, anyway, it's just the truth is the truth. I'm still going to watch them play. It's not like I'm give up. Oh, I'm not watching. I still enjoy watching football. Even if they lose, I just enjoy watching football. I've always enjoyed. I can watch anybody play football. Any team, I can watch any teams play. I can't do that with basketball. I have a hard time watching anybody besides Kentucky. Even if it's like North Carolina and Duke, I just have a hard time watching anybody but Kentucky. That's just how it is. You know, I watch them play, but I don't enjoy it like I do football. I can watch anybody play football. Any teams. Whether it be the two worst teams in the country or the two best. I like football better. I know Kentucky is a basketball school again, but football, I wish we could be relevant for 1 year. Do something 1 year. Win a national title 1 year. I don't know if that's ever going to happen in my lifetime. You know, you sit back and think about it. But it doesn't really matter. I know that's stupid to even think like that. Well, does it really matter? But I would just like to see them succeed. You know, you watch them all these years. You like for a payoff. You know, like a TV show. You want the payoff at the end. And then if you never do anything again, you're just canceled. You know what I'm saying? Just do something. Do something. But I was wrong about Vandergriff. I thought he was so good he would make up for the stupidity of the coaches. I thought he would be so good. You know, he could just be one of those players like don't matter. He's so, well, I think there's a reason why Georgia let him go. Or let him transfer so easy. I don't know. It looks like it, doesn't it? So, that's pretty much it. We'll see if Kentucky can beat Ohio. You never know what can happen. No game is a given with Kentucky. We saw it with South Carolina when that pretty much pretty much ruined the season. Yeah, because let's say we would have beat South Carolina. Let's say we blowed them out. We blowed them out. Say 35-3 or whatever you want to say. Say 100, whatever. But that would have changed the season. But anyway, that's it. As always, thank you so much for watching. And remember, go Big Blue. See you guys later.